here. Alright, we're unmuted in all the right places, and we're going to be getting you guys the sound as well in just a second for the game, and then we'll of course be updating the titles as well. We don't have Gold Rush Diggers. We have over here for this side is going to be GLB Esports taking on, of course, Eyeoctane. And again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. We have fans of both on in this stream, so keep it civilized, guys, but slam those pog champs, slam that, trash talk, and let's get a good Twitch chat going here as we have a good match going on. This should be one of the most even matches we've cast today. Eyeoctane and GLB are definitely around the same part in the skill brackets around the world right now. So this is a very important match for both of these teams. So if you're a fan of them, definitely be throwing out your dongers, definitely be throwing out your pog champs. This is an important one, and this will decide who makes it to play in the round of 8. And of course, from there on out, it will be best of 3. So winning this is very important for that reason alone, as you want to be able to make it into the best of 3s. We'll go ahead and get our introductions done as I double check to make sure titles are correct, and they are. We're going to be getting over here to Christopher on the Reinhardt for the defense. Chips are going to be picking up a Reaper. We have Nicola over here on a Soldier. Ox going to be on his McCree. We have Tzak going to be on his Symmetra, which leaves Mercy to be picked up by Mizkaz. Over here for the offense, we have K3 going to be picking up the Zarya. Lampuria going to be picking up a Junkrat. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Let's get this action on. We're going to have Snowbling picking up a Gizmo going to be over here on a Reinhardt. Gaiken on this Pharah, which leaves Sanilax going to be picking up the second explosive. No hit scan. All explosive, all projectile. We have Pharah and Junkrat for the side of the offense. Interesting. And Pharah going to be going out aggressively to start it off with. That's Gaiken. We're going to switch over to him. There is only really the Soldier to rain down shots onto him. And if these direct rockets can hit, they can do a lot. Never mind, there's also the McCree, forgive me. 2 hit scan heroes to help deal with this Pharah. Will it be enough? We'll find out in just a second as the offense is going on, starting the timer a little bit late. Action continuing as Pharah around the left doing quite a bit with these rockets, already charging up close to half of her ultimate. There's going to be a charge coming out. Will it hit it on one? No. Christopher in an awkward spot now, going to be swinging away, creating space for his team to operate, and that's going to be Ox picking up the first kill of the match as he takes out Lampuria, as and now in the background you have Ox again peppering away, is going to end up landing that Helix rocket on a target. But here we go, charge orb going out, second orb going out, not too much, as the harassment just kind of continuing, guys. These teams are going to be a little bit stalled out here as they're going to be fighting it. Fighting it out in just a second. They're trying to build up those ultimates, and that's going to be Chipsa with the first kill of this push. Nicola going to be picking up the second on the side of GLB, doing a lot, but there we go. Resurrection coming out from the side of the offense. That's going to bring up those fallen members. Gizmo is finally answering, picking up Mizkaz and the teleporter. Critically enough, Gaiken going to be picking up Christopher, and now Ox is going down as well to K3, and the side of GLB is losing multiple members, and all they have left right now on the point is Tzak, and if he goes down, that should be a team kill, and that is going to be all of the side of GLB cleaned up on the point. The side of Eyeoctane going to be able to take the point. Again, guys, it is stopwatch though, so in all reality, since these teams are evenly matched, GLB Esports should have no hope of being able to hold completely. This is an offensively favored game. The best that they can do in a world where both teams are evenly skilled should be about a 6-7 minute time, and it's a question of how much they can manipulate that on their defense to extend the time so that their offense has more opportunity to win. And we'll find that out in just a second. As I'd like to personally follow out Chipsa, he was very important earlier today. His Death Blossoms absolutely won the games that they were playing earlier. Just disgusting play coming out of him. So we'll see if he can continue that kind of action, continue that kind of play for his team. We are going to have the damage app coming out. Sanilax is going to be going to the left with that Shadow Step. Going to be jumping down any second. Now we don't want that if they see each other. There we go. Now Chipsa and Sanilax are both aware of their positioning. Mainly that Sanilax is aware of Chipsa's positioning. And Chipsa going to be looking to change it up a little bit, as he is going to be being hunted by that Pharah. Switching over to the overhead, guys, so we can get you more of the action that's going on. Or Shatter going out, stunning up onto just Sanilax right now. Charge going to be going on to him. Looks like he's going to be able to get the Wraith form out and does survive. Action going to be moving over here to the left side with that Graviton Surge and Rocket Barrage, but it's not doing that much. In fact, to be fair, Ox is fighting through it, doing quite a bit of damage himself. There's a Resurrection coming out from the Mercy. Going to be bringing up his teammates around the point, and Chipsa with that Death Blossom, getting 2. Now going to be looking for the 3rd, hunting it down, and mainly just this Pharah that is the last threat for the team, and that is going to be cleaned up. The side of GLB Esports going to be stalling it up here in the streets, giving the team a little bit more of a chance on their own offense, and now pushing in aggressively, looking to do a lot of damage, is going to be cleaning up Gizmo after that charge. Left clicks now already up to 40%, charging up another Death Blossom. And I'd like to follow out Ox again. Ox, pretty good McCree. Definitely looking to for him to be a X factor of his team. McCree is kind of that hero. Good flashbangs, can decide fights. Good dead eyes, can win fights. And of course, your good left clicks can change everything as well. And that just looks like to be a huge double kill dead eye. Didn't quite get the 4 ticks that he was hoping for. He got the chicks on 4 of them, but not quite didn't quite pull the trigger fast enough. And now going to be pushing forward. This guy can with that Farah trying to escape out, but this Earth Shatter coming out from Gizmo might be what his team needs to turn this around. Triple kill so far, and there's going to be a Death Blossom coming out from Sandalax, but the entirety of the defense just runs away to avoid it. Not going to be much damage dealt from it. Gaikin again pushing in forward with that Farah. Rocket after rocket trying to harass up the offense or defense, giving the offense more opportunity, but it doesn't look like it's doing too much. It is zoning them back, but not building up much more of that ultimate. Or it does have it available. Never mind, he's going to be ripping it out. No, that's Nicola. Nicola ripping out the ultimate to getting a double kill. Now a triple kill. Nicola for his team coming out big, but there's that resurrection. Snowbling resetting it, and another resurrection, as well as another rocket barrage, and the fight's pretty scrappy, but Lamperia being well aware of the situation in the fight caps the point, and that is going to give them a good option set of time on this last point. Defense going to be trying to regroup here as the offense is able to continue to push the payload. Contested is over, and now the fights continue as we'll be getting to the back side of the foundry to get you guys that action, get you guys that look. Lampreia. Okay, Lampreia is how you properly pronounce it. I'll get that right, guys. I apologize. Always going to mess up something on names. It's something I've always been really bad at, so please do bear with me on that. Everything else I will always improve on as quickly as possible, but thank you so much. As double kill going to be coming out from Gaikin. Chips are going to be answering as well as Christopher. Decently sloppy action here as both teams going to be picking up 2, but that Earth Shatter, that's pretty amazing. Picking up Sanalex and K3, but not going to be converting those into kill. Ox going to be taking out Snowbling critically enough, though. Ox will go down in the end to Sanalax, and Sanalax goes down to Chips. So back and forth action here on Kings Row in the Foundry section as GLB Esports is taking on the side of Eyeoctane. Multiple ultimates up for the side of the offense. In fact, a lot of ultimates up. We're going to follow them out. Mainly this Graviton Surge could be absolutely massive. In fact, they're about to have 6 ultimates available on the side of the offense. Only 10% away from a Death Blossom. Zarya spam going out to do more damage, and here we go. This is going to be the Graviton Surge. It looks like he's going to be able to catch 2-3. We're going to stay on his point of view as he needs to get multiple kills, and in the background, actually the defense is cleaning up the kills. The defense is getting the kills. Nicola answering the third one. Christopher with the first Ox with the second Ox with the third. Sandalax. What a huge Death Blossom, picking up 2 kills so far. Needs to pick up more. Christopher is going to be the third of his toll, but Miscause with the resurrection, bringing his team up, giving them a chance to continue fighting this, as it looks like Sandalax is going to go down and the defense is stabilizing, pushing it forward. And that's going to be an Earth Shatter, or sorry, Fire Strike going through a few. And now Chipsa with his own Death Blossom. Will it do a lot? Ends up cleaning up 2. Lampreia going down, and now K3 as well. And Chipsa going to be able to get a 3rd kill on Gaikin, using that Wraith form to get away from the charge. And the fight continues, but the side of GLB doing a lot here. Doing a lot. Nicola going to be busting out that rocket barrage, going to be going on to Snowbling, cleaning him up, but Lampreia going to be taking out Nicola. Christopher going to be picking up Lampreia. Gizmo on to Miscause. Now 2 more kills for the side of the defense. That's Ox and Christopher with the double himself. Ox with a double, and now the side of the defense going to be stalling up again, guys, and this is a very good defense coming out from the side of GLB Esports, whereas their Streets phase and first point was not that good on Kings Row. Their Foundry is definitely much more well-rehearsed. And yeah, I believe Lucio did go flying off the cliff there. If I missed that, I apologize. So many things to call out in the middle of these fights, guys. But let's take a look at ultimates and not look at the past too much, as we do have a Earth Shatter coming up on the side of Gizmo. Lampreia going to be having his breakdown coming out any second now. That's Lampreia. There's an Earth Shatter going down. Not doing too much though, as Chips are going to be pushing forward, absorbing most of that with his barrier. And now Nicola building up his ultimate up to 30%. Fight going to be breaking out over here by the payload, and that's going to be a pretty big Graviton Surge. Can they capitalize on it, though? That's the question. All 4 of them are grouped up, and they do capitalize on it, but Miscause was in it. Miscause was in it. There's no resurrection. Chipsa needs to go huge, but he doesn't. Now it's all up to Christopher. Christopher, where are you? You need to charge in for your team. The payload's moving quickly. The counter charge to stall him out. He ends up killing Lampreia during the charge, but he gets resurrected. Now there's a double diva, as there's no hero limit in this specific cup. That's going to be a Death Blossom doing quite a bit, as the divas are going to try to stall out. Okay, Gaiken busting out that Deadeye. Gonna be pulling the trigger, I imagine. Busting that shield. No, doesn't end up busting the shield, but does pull the trigger, and that's a charge over there from Christopher. Swinging away, doing a lot of damage, trying to do everything for his team, but K3 gonna stay alive with that hard charge on the Zarya. Now pushing forward, Graviton Surge available, using the Graviton Surge. Gonna be catching up 2, maybe more. Can they get more? It looks like they are gonna catch a total of 2, and now they need to clean up Tazek on that Tracer, and will go down. There's gonna be no one in the area, and that is gonna be a conversion, guys. Timer is not the best. We'll be getting the official match time, but that is a conversion. GLB Esports with a very strong defense, though. 8:31 is the official match time. We'll get that edited right away, guys, so you can watch this amazing play of the game. And man, that was a good Graviton Surge. There was no damage follow-up, but like if you look at his charge, 31, not bad. But that's the thing about Zarya, is if you have decent charge, you can follow it up so easily. And not to mention that Reinhardt is uniquely a follow-up. Like, yeah, Earthshatter is a crowd control element that you can throw on top of the vacuum, but his hammer swinging is cleave damage, and so he can hit multiple targets in the Graviton Surge. And considering Graviton Surge is a 4-second stun, it gives Reinhardt plenty of time to group up targets for that and deal lots and lots of devastating damage with his hammer. We'll go ahead and get the title switch around as well, guys. As again, GLB Esports will be aggressing now. They need to beat a time of 8:31 to be able to move on in the tournament. Eyeoctane needs to stall for longer than that to be able to for them to stop GLB and stay in the tournament. That's how that's going to go down. That's that breakdown. And that's how stopwatch works, guys. Again, the whole theory behind stopwatch is that the best team deserves to win and the best team should be the winning team, right? So if we base it off of that logic, then it should be if both teams are able to attack and both teams are able to defend, then the attacking time is the deciding time. Also, thank you so much for stopping by, Jay. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well. Excited to cast you guys upcoming on Friday for the Superstar League. Doing well in that league already. But yeah, defense here pretty standard. Looks like they will be running pretty much the meta right now. K3 going to be busting out that Roadhog as the barrier burster. They have a second barrier burster from Sanilax. What are they missing? Normally you run Soldier, Symmetra. Yeah, normally you would run, I guess, McCree. Excuse me, I'm sorry for the hiccups, guys. I believe Sanilax would, or, I apologize, guys. I'll have to get rid of these hiccups before the next game. K3 would normally be picking up a McCree in this situation. However, a double barrier burster is a very good, different way to go about the cheese of the situation. If you have double barrier burster and always are cracking Christopher's offensive Reinhardt barrier, then it's really hard for the offense to get a good push going, and then you can just keep dominating. But we'll follow out somebody here in a second, guys. Keep giving you guys this overhead view so you can see the setup, see what's going on. And looks like I did get rid of the hiccups. Thank you. Thank you, hiccups, for being gone. I'm sorry I was being quiet there because I didn't want to keep talking and go, hiccup. This is just an awkward situation, but we're going to follow out Chipsa. He was pretty critical for his team to get the defensive time that they did end up getting. We'll see if they go for the slow option and build up the Mercy Res, or whether they go for the high aggression option. And it looks like they are just going to macro up, building up that Zarya charge, building up that Mercy Resurrection. That's their primary goal right now. Ox going to be set up, or Gaiken going to be set up back here in the high ground, raining down that rock, or raining down that fire from that soldier. There's really not too much of an answer. Nicola going to be switching over to a McCree. That's going to be their primary mid-range / long-range answer right now. Of course, McCree is a pretty good mid-range option. His left click is 100% accurate no matter what. So as long as you can keep landing him like this, double headshot actually going to be tagging up K3 pretty big time, building up 37% of his Deadeye already. And now looking to continue the aggression, as they are going to push in. They already have built up pretty much the resurrection. Yep, that is going to be Miscause. He does have it. And now they are pushing in very aggressively. Gaiken not going to be answered yet. Isn't actually like going to move over to the right side now. Chips are going to be jumping into from the other side, and they do have that resurrection available. Look for Miscause. We're going to switch over to him. Where is he? He's over here. He's going to be dashing in, looking for that huge resurrection. He gets a 5-man resurrection. Miscause with the timing there actually couldn't have been any better. We're switching over to Chipsa. They need to use this momentum to continue the fight, and they are going to. Chipsa with a double kill. Can they even continue longer? He is going to jump down. Oh, this is going to be disgusting. This is going to be disgusting. Graviton Surge with the Death Blossom onto the background, cleaning up multiple now to get the Mercy before the Resurrection goes off. And will it happen? No. Sights coming out here from the side of Gaiken as the sights are pretty big, trying to stall it up. But that Earth Shatter going to give the side of the offense an opportunity to continue. And Christopher, massive plays from him, going to be swinging away, taking out this teleporter. If they can take it out now, he's going to be looking for a charge to keep away that Roadhog, I imagine. But no, they're going to cap the point, and that's absolutely huge from GLB. And again, Chipsa and his individual decision making there with the way he played that out, getting up to the top, that you saw that entire time from his perspective what he saw as a player, and man, did he capitalize. GLB Esports moving into the Streets phase. And we never unfortunately started the timer, guys. That's my bad. It should be a total of 3 minutes and 10 total of 2 minutes and 2 seconds, 10 seconds already. So add that to the timer. We all will have an official match time. And if I could get that to be automatic when the game started, man, that would be amazing. Niska is going to be pitching forward with that Deadeye from Nicola. We're going to be going over to him. I apologize. He's going to be taking out K3 with that. A great charge. Timing it out with that. Now we're going to have the flashbang actually ends up missing. Going to be taking out Christopher is the side of Gizmo, but he's pretty low, actually, literally down to 1 HP. Now going to end up falling. His to the side of GLB, pushing up consistently and aggressively. There's another Graviton Surge onto 3. Pretty massive. Going to be a Death Blossom to follow up as well. Sandalax going to be using that Wraith form to get away, but it's to no avail. Chips are going to be getting the triple kill to clean it up. And guys, GLB Esports looking to come out strong. They definitely have the better time right now, and they just need to continue their momentum. 5, 6 heroes on fire for GLB Esports. And if you're a fan of Eyeoctane, get your dongers in the chat, get your Pog champs, give them some love, give them some motivation, as they need to be rallying together here and holding for basically the next 3 minutes on the Foundry. They are going to push up and start spamming out a little bit to build up that ultimate charge. But the offense is just going to back up. They're not going to give them any opportunity. They know how far they are ahead. They know they're reeling. And so they want to step back and then snap out like a snake, being clean and efficient, not giving any opportunity for the defense to counter-engage, and that's going to be that. There's a great Earth Shatter onto 3 heroes, and Chips is just going to left-click away. Gaiken goes for the High Noon, but it's not going to do enough because Christopher gets his barrier in the way. But the Resurrection from the side of the defense going to bring up a lot, and there's a Resurrection for the side of the offense. Double reset. There's Lampreya going to be bringing up his team with a sound barrier, and that might be exactly what the defense needed to stabilize. That Earth Shatter was massive, but Snowbling with the patience, getting the massive Resurrection for his team, giving them another chance, giving them opportunity, and it looks like they're going to stabilize here in the Foundry for now, guys, as the side of GLB Esports, reeling from that last push, is going to back up and going to group up. No ultimates available on the side of the offense either, actually. I take that back. Chips has a Death Blossom, and so does Sandalax. Graviton Surge available for the defense. Resurrection almost available for the side of the offense, but none available for the side of Snowbling. He wasn't able to get it because he died right after he got his Resurrection, and that's going to be a pretty good Deadeye, but the Death Blossom could it be even bigger? That's going to be a pretty big Graviton Surge. They already used the Death Blossom, though. Sandalax going to help Gizmo, and Gaiken pick up 2 kills with that. They did end up killing the Mercy as well with one of those, and here we go with another Death Blossom from Chipsa, all alone, though, in a cold, dark world, ends up falling, and his team nowhere around to back him up. And now the side of the defense, once again, holding the pushes. I believe there should be about 2 to 3 minutes left on the push for the side of GLB Esports. Again, I apologize for setting the stopwatch late, guys. It is about 2 and 10 minutes late. So they should have about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Here we go. Sandalax on the right side, looking to get that flank on the drop down, but is just going to speed it up with his team, stacking up with them. Getting those left clicks out, macroing up, trying to get that Death Blossom available, and Christopher again with his Earth Shatter, not doing too much though, does get a great barrier to block up that Deadeye, and that's going to be huge, does help take out Gizmo, and now K3 going to be answering for his team, but there's Ox's Graviton Surge onto 2. The Mercy does get the Resurrection off of the side of the defense though, and that's going to be helpful to continue this defense, as there are 3, 4, 5 heroes up, but they are going to take out Snowbling, side of GLB, so can they continue this aggression? Can they continue? Gaiken not going to want them to, as he's going to answer and take out Nicola and Chipsa again with that Death Blossom, but he gets critically charged and canceled by Gizmo. And now a Graviton Surge going to be catching on to 2-3, but the Reinhardt barrier doing a good job blocking most of that damage. There's Gaiken building up another Deadeye, taking out multiple heroes with that, maybe just one actually. He goes down to Nicola at the end, and the payload still pushing. GLB Esports going to be continuing on this push. K3 going to go down. He ended up killing himself, and now an Earth Shatter from Gizmo. This might be what they need to solid up, but the offense has more members. Gizmo going to be charging forward. Chipsa taking out one. And GLB, they need to continue. They don't have much time left. They only have a minute or two. Double with D.Va going to be trying to stall this out, but if they can kill both D.Vas and they can get on the point, they might be able to win this here. There is Miscause available with Resurrection in 10%, and that is going to be, wow. GG, GLB Esports taking it in a faster time, guys. Ieoctane going to be losing in, I believe, like a 1 or 2 minute time. We'll get the actual match time at the end, guys, but Ieoctane definitely coming out strong. No doubt about it. Miscause, this 5-man resurrection. This is what set up Chipsa to go off, to be frank. This is where we follow him right off the bat. He ends up getting one right there. He gets a second kill, and then he shadow steps up to the top. And as you guys, 6:42 is the time. So GLB will be moving on to the quarterfinal, guys, to continue to play. It looks like we'll update the bracket while I'm rambling. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the ESL EU Overwatch Cup for Go4, number 3. We'll be hosting the monthly final at the end of the month. That's what these teams are playing for. $150 prize is the first place prize. Winner takes all for this cup. The monthly final is a $1,500 cup that the teams will be competing in the top 8 and then 4 invited teams. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Again, follow at ESL Overwatch on Twitter if you want more information. And also check out !bracket, !standings to the ESL Gaming website, where you can find out more information about the cup itself. For my plugs, thank you so much, guys, for watching me on RaptorZ Overwatch or RaptorZ OW. I do a lot of casting for many stuff right now, multiple events. Please do follow me on Twitter if you want to show me support. It helps me out more than I can possibly explain, to show that there is, to show that people like my casting and that I am a caster that organizations want. And I appreciate all the feedback. If I'm going to be that good caster, I can't get it without you guys flaming me, giving me criticism, and giving me your guys' honest feedback. So please do let me know what you think I can improve on. And if you're looking for more content for Overwatch, Google search or YouTube search StratWatch. It's my analysis series that I do, breaking down competitive Overwatch and giving you guys insight into it. But until then, we'll be kicking it to some music and a waiting screen. Find you guys the next game and continuing the action in this onto the round of 8 of this ESL Overwatch EU Cup number 4 for Go4.